Yeah, hello scrappers. That fan's not too loud. Got a great big old, I guess you call it built-in microwave. That was back in that big aluminum pile. I've been kind of working my way in, so I thought, okay, I'll get it out of there, maybe tear it down. So, cut the cord off. A lot of you guys know that, cut the plug off. A lot of you guys know there's really not a whole lot in a microwave, so it's really kind of iffy if you really need to tear it apart. There's a transformer in there, but half of that transformer is probably aluminum windings, if not the whole thing. Might get half of it is copper. Then you got the magnetron, which is a little bit of aluminum. Got a little bit of copper in there. And we have a visitor here today that hasn't been in a while. Peanut butter. What you doing, peanut butter? Huh? Peanut butter. Hey. Want to say hi to the camera? Yeah, you haven't been in a while, have you? Been out tomcatting around. So we got the cord cut off. Now I got a couple screws here, several around on the back, hold the case on, hold the cover on. I spin this around where you can watch me pull the screws out, but I'm sure you guys have good imaginations. If not, you'll get to do one of your own and you'll get to see how it's done. Basically, I just go around and these are Phillips heads. Smaller microwaves, you'll have maybe some Phillips head, and then you'll have some that are maybe some security type screws. And then a lot of times on some countertop microwaves, there'll be a screw right in here. I think I feel one up underneath. So I'll see if I can pull this off the way it is. If not, I'll have to flip it over. Well, I got a nice motor here. Looks like copper or a double fan. So that's kind of nice. Kind of nice to know that. I'll flip this over on its front. You guys can see the double fan there. See the motor right here, the double fan. Yeah, I got a screw here, there. Got several screws along the bottom, which could probably help you hold that cover on. Somebody's holding the bottom on too. Okay, I'm going to spin this around so you guys can see this. Not that you're going to miss a whole lot. Got my side cutters. We've got two little lights here. That's out of the way. Yeah, what else have we got here? A lot of times I like cutting these plugs off, or hands off as I go. Usually use the brass here. These are all pretty fine wire. So, got the bucket right here for low grade. Pop it down. And then I need Phillips right there. Little turntable motor. Those are usually copper. Got a bucket of these I need to go through and clean up. Okay, moving right along here. I guess the talk of the town now is our low scrap prices. I always have to be hanging up on something over this way. Not sure what. There we go. I just throw these down and bend the two sides in, step on, let it flat. I called the scrapyard the other day, they said they're paying $100 a ton right now. So, okay. Well, we got another little fan with copper on it, a little bit, right here. So we got this fan motor and we got this fan motor. So, coming out pretty good on this one. So one thing you do get a little bit of too is wire. So, I guess you could say doing a microwave is kind of like micro scrapping. You're going to get small amounts of copper, aluminum, whatnot, but you're not really going to get anything real big. I'm not sure what I got to do to get that come out really. That come out nicely. So I'll set that aside over here. Probably tear that down later or tomorrow. Wires, some zip ties on them, pull through a little easier. I got a few screws along here, but I'm thinking all that's going to do is take this plastic off, and I don't see any reason to take that off. Bottle of water here. It's a good time to remind everybody to stay hydrated. In this heat. So I put a piece of shade cloth up behind me to kind of diffuse some of that background lighting. I didn't really want to shut the doors. Okay, so we got that one out. I think pull these two screws right here, and then pull that little motor out of there. I already got the fan blade off of it. There's that little motor. Not a lot of copper, but it adds up. So I say micro scrapping. And we got the magnetron right here, and got the transformer in there, and that's really about it. Thought I might as well take this off. Get that out of the way. I made it a little easier to see in here, maybe even get my hands in there or tools in there to unbolt that transformer. There's debris, the black cat. It's not solid black, he's got a dozen white hairs or so on his back. They're just a hair here and a hair there. They're not in a bunch at all. So it looks pretty much like a black cat. If anybody's superstitious, you know, he's not totally black. Okay, looks like I got a screw here, screw there, screw back here. Of course, I can't get in there with my drill. So we're going to have to, with my Okie drill. Okay, that's our piece on the rope. So I'm going to see if I can get in there with this right angle drill. Looks like I'm going to need a little bit of an extension to give me a little clearance here. I don't know if I'm going to get in there with that or not. Okay, I was going spinning the wrong way. That one came out. I think that one's probably stripped. It's just spinning. So those two screws are out. See if I can just get under there with the strip, get under there with the pry bar and just pry it on up. Okay, got some wires here now. Nice big transformer. Being a such a big microwave, there is a possibility it could be all copper. I'm not going to hold my breath though. Yeah, I've had people asking me in comments when prices are going to go up. You know, I'm not a fortune teller, and we got situations going on in this country right now, not just in the country but worldwide, that most of us have never had to really go through before. So the market's kind of up in the air, but with this war in Ukraine going on, Russia and Ukraine, I think that's having a lot to do with it, not just here in the U.S., but globally. I think it's hurting the stock market, which copper, brass, tin, aluminum, you know, shred, that's all traded as commodities. I'm trying to find a good web page. Yeah, I can find one with copper. I've been trying to find one with, you know, aluminum and brass and everything else to kind of get an idea. And start watching the commodity market and see if, you know, how prices, you know, what they are doing. But found a couple, three of them with copper on them, but didn't really have aluminum and the others, and looks like, you know, copper's kind of going down, which we know shred is going down. I think one thing that's really affecting our market, I think, is China's been having that COVID going through again, different variant or something. So I think that's having a lot to do with our market here. China is a big buyer of scrap metal, and you know, here in the States, I think over in the UK and some of the other countries. Probably Australia. You know, we're just kind of learning to live with COVID, which I guess it's kind of on the rise again, another variant, they say, what I'm kind of hearing. So, I think I got 2 Phillips head screws right there. That, man, they might be up under this thing, so I don't know. See 2 screws holding that in, 2 holding this in, but I only see a couple here, so the others are probably up under that plastic. So I may have to remove the plastic anyway. So let's do this. Let's see, I got one here. So with China being locked down, because China has a kind of they got adapted kind of a no COVID policy, so they're not going to just life as usual. I guess they want to stomp it out. So, we'll see how that goes. Maybe once they get satisfied with it, then maybe they'll put another little light bulb there. I don't know, the longer they're shut down, I don't know what it's going to do for their economy though. The sooner they open back up, I think the sooner our prices will go back up. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know how much time I spent on this, but for the new guys, there's the magnetron. So now if you want to tear this apart, be very careful of this piece right here. It's got beryllium or something in there. It's a ceramic, and if it breaks, it can powder can get into your lungs and give you a lot of lung issues. But you got 2 magnets right here. You got these fins, aluminum fins. Usually what I do, I get in once I'll pry it apart here, pry it apart over here. You get a screwdriver in there, and then here, pry this apart, take the top off, get your magnet off, pull it on out, get your other magnet off. Be a copper wire in there. So, okay, I'm going to hit this with a grinder and see what we've got here. See if it's all aluminum, see if we got a little copper. Looks like we got one that's all copper, folks. That's what I kind of hoping, being it was such a big one. You definitely see the copper here, and then I got into the paper, got copper there. So that might be about a pound. But we're pretty well done with that. That's just the shell now. So that can go into the shred pile. And I've been telling some of the people in the comments that I used to say 100 a ton was my bottom line. Anything under 100, I'm not taking anything in. But with fuel prices as they are right now, I've decided I'm raising that up to 120 a ton. Because it'll probably take, I haul it about 30, probably close to 30 miles. So I'm looking at 60 miles round trip. That diesel gets 8.8 miles to the gallon, and diesel's 5 something a gallon. So yeah. So I thought with fuel prices, I'm going to call my bottom line 120. Anything under that, yeah. Anything under 120, I'm not taking it in. I got 5 acres here, so course, we got pretty much live up here in the front 2 acres, the south 2. So the north 3, I've pretty well got that where I can just stockpile. Which I got my area where I turn my trucks around, so I probably can't stockpile in that area. But I can pile it up for a while. Hope everybody's enjoying the video. I'll just take you over here and show you this room here real quick. I think it's been quite a while since I've kind of a greenhouse out there, greenhouse roof. I want to tear all that off maybe sometime this summer and just cover it with tin. But started another copper barrel. I get them about 2/3 full up to the second ring, and that's usually about where I quit because they're probably over 200 pounds. Looks like someone was having fun with some of the pots and pans there, frying pans. It's my cast aluminum there, and then I got extruded. I cut it down small where it'll fit in there. I can kind of shake it around and get it to settle good. You know, I don't have to try to handle these things with aluminum sticking out where it's gonna get me. This is my stainless steel, which I just sold that here a few weeks back. Should be a video on that. And then my brass bucket barrel. I got a few pieces down in there. And this is all aluminum windings here. So I know some of you guys won't waste your time pulling the windings out of aluminum motors, but I do. I'll go ahead and pull it out. If I'm that far, I might as well go ahead and pull it out the rest of the way. And this is my die cast, or kind of zinc aluminum, cast aluminum. It's got a lot of zinc in it. And the last barrel, cat food, which usually at night, which it's getting about that time now, I'll pick up the cat food out here and put it back in there, and then I'll throw these 2 jack stands on top because I'll get possums out here, and I don't see any need to feed the possums. So, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think that shade cloth worked pretty good here. You can kind of see out there, but it diffused that bright sunlight. I want to remind everybody about the Amazon affiliate link, and I've got these Go Yonder cutting discs on there. I highly recommend them. I use quite a few of them. Oh, I don't know what else to say. I'm been working on tearing down a bunch of lawnmower, push mower motors and stuff, and got a lot of carburetors here. Might clean them up a little bit and maybe throw them in a crucible and melt them. But yeah, it's nice to know that's all copper. So, sun will be setting here shortly. So I want to just remind everybody to check out that Amazon affiliate link, see what tools and consumables I have listed on there. And if you're new to the channel, I want to invite you to take a look around. And yeah, I got to clean my workbench off again. Take a look around the channel, look at the playlists, and see some of the stuff I do, and see if I can earn your subscription. And like I say, stay hydrated. There's some hydration pills. I should have ordered them today. I just put in an Amazon order and I should have ordered them. What I ordered, I got this piece of unistrut up here in the rafters, and what I wanted to do is run a piece of unistrut across here. So that's 10 foot, I'll cut it down to about 6. So just this side of that light there. I want to run it across, and then in here I've got this little trolley, and I'll put a shackle hanging down here where I can hang a hoist. And then when I get something that's too heavy to lift up and put on the workbench, maybe even a riding mower, I can just roll it in here, hoist it up, and then roll it across the trolley, you know, set it down on the workbench or whatever. So that's the plan anyway. Try to work smarter, not harder, especially as I'm getting older. So right there's the little rat's nest of the little copper, and a lot of them are aluminum anymore, degaussing cables from TVs. I need to sit down and pull all that electrical tape off of them. That's going to be a sticky mess. And I wanted to get over here and get some of this cleaned up. I've widened my path here a little bit, but you saw I've been cutting some aluminum there. And I'm just kind of rambling on. I guess I need to close this video out and call it a day. And which that fan's running on a solar panel. All these lights are running on solar. Yeah, I might as well shut this one off. Plan is eventually have pretty much this whole shop on solar, but I think what I'm going to have to do pretty soon, I got that modified sine wave inverter. I'm going to have to go to a pure sine wave. So I got a battery backup in there on my modem and computer and stuff, and that battery backup doesn't like the modified sine wave. So as far as that fan and lights and stuff out here, most of it works just fine. But it is what it is. Yeah, so probably try to get that, and then try to get another battery and a couple more solar panels before winter hits in. And then through the winter, just add a few more solar panels. As that days get shorter, I'll probably need more. And see how that goes. So hope everybody stays cool. Hope you're getting lots of scrap. And I hope the scrapyard's close to you. Nearest one to me right now is 15 miles. And last I heard, they're not taking any scrap or any shred right now. So I've been working on aluminum, because aluminum usually holds its price pretty good. I was actually surprised to see that it was down here about a year ago, but it's come back up to around 38, 40 cents, somewhere in that area. Somewhere in that neighborhood. So, and it usually doesn't fluctuate as much as copper and brass and shred does, so I've been working on it. So as you can tell, I got a few barrels, a couple barrels out there in that horse trailer. I've been putting them when I get them full. That one's about ready to go out there. And then probably won't be long that extruded will be full. So anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video. So you take care, and happy scrapping.